These are moments when officers nearly died while on duty. Meet this Columbus, Ohio officer who on April the 8th of 2018 would be conducting a narcotics search on a suspect's vehicle when he found exactly what he was looking for. A small bag containing some white powder, but as he was inspecting it, a strong gust of wind blows up and puts a puff of the substance directly into his face, at which point he stumbles back to his cruiser where a colleague notices his condition was steadily worsening.
151, send us a 24, possible overdose. You okay? You alright? Ask her what it is. 151, this is for an officer, roll a 24. What is that? What is that you have?
Where? I have nothing.
No. In the car, what is that?
She called it Icer. I swear to God, that's what she called it.
Fentanyl in it?
Not that I know of.
Okay, well, we have an officer having an effect right now. There's no fentanyl not in it?
Please don't tell me nothing like that.
He called.
Please.
Stop. It's called Icer?
That's what she called it. I swear that's what she called it. Icer.
What is it? What's the then that's the generic name. What is it? Meth?
It's supposed to be meth. She said meth and ice.
Meth and ice.
152, do we have a medic on the way?
No.
Load it up.
Hey, help me with it.
So there's the picture.
Okay, so
Insert white cone into nostril. All right, that's too far. Load it.
this just screws in.
What was the exposure?
Does this purple part come off? Yeah.
Take it off.
The officers had tried their best to assemble a dose of Narcan, a medication commonly used in emergencies to treat an opioid overdose. But Narcan only helps with opioids. So while it might work for the fentanyl in his system, it won't have any effect on a stimulant like meth.
Want to do it yourself?
No, he's doing it. You do it. Come here. One in each nostril. Just squirt it out. Squirt it out. Suck it up. Suck it up that nostril.
Yeah, I'm going all this.
You're good. 151, Narcan administered.
An ambulance responded to the scene moments later and transported the officer to the hospital where he was treated and sent home to recover. Fortunately, that officer's recovery would be quick and he was soon back on duty. But we can't say the same for the next officer who was dragged down the road by a suspect's vehicle.
Stop! What are you doing, man?
On January the 26th of 2020, an officer investigating a recent theft spotted a vehicle of interest and attempted to pull it over. The driver fled from the stop and the officer didn't pursue, but the very next day the officer spotted the vehicle again in the parking lot of a Hampton Inn. A short time later, he observed 32-year-old Kevin Smallman and his wife walk away from the car into the hotel and then followed them inside.
Any weapons on you?
No.
No? Do you have your ID on you?
No.
No?
What's the problem?
No problem. Did I do something?
You're being detained. Yep, I gotta talk to you.
Why?
Yes, I gotta talk to him.
I know, but can I ask why?
Well, not yet. I gotta get his ID first. I gotta know who he is.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, well, that's why you're not in handcuffs. Sit down.
Am I arrested?
You're detained. You can't leave.
For what?
Sit down. I need your ID. Phone call one. If I get a third, bro. Yeah, 10-4. I'll be out with vehicle from yesterday. Look a little younger than this one. Have a seat for me, please.
No, it's not real.
So you guys staying here?
We got a friend that does.
Let's get here.
Walk?
You walked? Hey there.
This is when the encounter began to go downhill. Kevin knew at this point he was caught in a lie, which left him only two options: to surrender to the officer or make a run for it.
Why'd you come out of that car over there?
I didn't come out of the car.
You came right from that car.
Or a black car?
Oh, whose car is it?
What car?
You came out of a car.
I never got out of a car. Are you serious?
I'm not joking. I don't know why it's a big deal. You got out of the car if you walked.
We walked here.
What I saw.
You didn't see me get out of the car, dude.
I wouldn't joke. I had no reason to lie. Can I hang out over here, please? Over here? A little more? You can hang out by your friend? Over here?
Why do you want to sit on here?
Because I don't let people stand behind me.
Why?
You're all right. Just stand over here. Sit down. Sit down, man. You're detained. You're not leaving.
I need to talk to you.
Sit down. All right, I'll get you a supervisor. No biggie. I'll get you one. Have a seat.
Right now. We're gonna talk to your supervisor right now. Hey, man. Hey, I'm not doing
Sit down.
that. Okay.
Sit down.
Hey.
Sit down now.
What? I'm sitting down.
Sit down.
I didn't do nothing, man.
Sit down.
What did he do?
You're not leaving. I already told you that.
What I do, man?
The officer attempted to pull Kevin out of the driver's seat, but instead he wound up being pulled halfway inside the car. At some point, Kevin's wife got into the back seat, and to the officer's horror, Kevin then started the vehicle and sped out of the parking lot, dragging the officer's lower body as he fought for control of the vehicle.
What are you doing, man? You're gonna get shot! You're gonna get shot! You're gonna get shot, bro! You're gonna get shot! You're gonna get shot! You're gonna get shot! I'm gonna shoot you, dude! I'm gonna shoot you! I'm gonna shoot you, man! Stop! I'm gonna shoot you!
Moments later, after the vehicle plowed into a wall, backup then arrived to find the officer unconscious and Kevin deceased, along with Kevin's wife having minor injuries. After they were removed from the vehicle, detectives searched it and found a zipped bag containing a baggie of meth, spoons, syringes, and lighters. And it was also discovered that both the vehicle and the license plate on it had been reported stolen just weeks prior. Police interviewed Kevin's wife, and when she alluded to the drugs being hers, she was arrested and charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. It seems that the officer was just a little too slow to catch that suspect, but this next officer's ability to act just in time is exactly what saved his life. On May the 1st of 2023, an officer was conducting a traffic stop on the side of Fairfax County Parkway. And while everything initially seemed normal, the officer didn't know that an unseen danger was speeding directly towards him. The 17-year-old driver of a BMW M3 was speeding well over 120 miles per hour around a bend and lost control of his vehicle, which flew across the median and hit a stopped car before slamming into the cruiser, nearly taking the officer with it. Fortunately, it only clipped his leg and everyone involved walked away with only minor injuries, but the driver of the BMW would be ticketed for reckless driving. This next suspect is facing some much more serious charges after intentionally plowing into a patrol car. On May the 15th of 2016, 23-year-old Kavina Freeman was pulled over for speeding, but aware that she had an outstanding warrant, gave the officers her cousin's name and birth date. However, that plan quickly backfired when it was discovered that her cousin had a suspended license. Seeing as the passenger, Kavina's mother, also had an invalid ID, the officers informed Kavina that they'll have to tow the car, but she had a much different idea. Officers chose not to pursue Kavina as she fled the scene, abandoning her mother after knocking her over with the vehicle. Over the next 3 days, Kavina sought her grandmother's help, surrendering to the police, and tried to convince her boyfriend to lie to the cops, but he refused and told detectives the truth. She was finally caught up to 3 days later and booked into jail on felonious charges of fleeing a traffic stop, causing damage to property, 2 counts of fleeing a traffic stop resulting in bodily harm, and 2 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety with the use of a dangerous weapon. 4 months later, she was sentenced to 7 years in prison. But at least she didn't end up like the next suspect who paid the ultimate price for attempting to take off from a traffic stop. On July the 31st of 2023, an officer was conducting a traffic stop on a vehicle with a broken taillight when he learned that the driver, 33-year-old Ricky Cobb II, was wanted by police for violating a protection order.
How you doing, my man? I'm gonna need you to step out, though. We have some stuff to talk about, okay?
What?
We just have some stuff to talk about. So I'm gonna...
Every time y'all talk about
come on.
some stuff to talk about, y'all for taking me to jail, but for what?
Okay. There's some stuff to talk about. It's Ramsey County. We just have to have you step out.
Yeah, hold on. No. Ramsey County?
Yes.
Never.
Okay, go ahead. Just take the keys
No,
out.
because I call my attorney right now. Hey, this ain't no funny.
Okay.
But if y'all talking about that shit with Terry Young,
But you have to step out, okay?
hold on, is it a warrant?
No, it's not a warrant. I need you to step out though.
Hold on.
I'll explain it all out when you get out of the car.
Hold on, because y'all finna get on some funny shit. Y'all keep it a buck with me, bro. But if y'all finna get on some funny shit with me, y'all can tell me right now.
Hand me
So I
the
can
keys.
call my attorney.
Can you hand me the keys?
Hand you my keys.
Hand me the keys to the vehicle.
Why?
Hand me the key to the vehicle.
Why?
Just hand me the key.
Can y'all keep it a buck with me, bro? Y'all pull me over my headlights.
Okay. Yep. We already passed that. So like I said, you need to step out of the vehicle.
Okay, we passed that, so where we at then?
Okay. You need to step out of the vehicle,
So where are we at then?
and I'm gonna explain it all when we step out.
But when you say step out of the vehicle, you gonna
Yes,
explain it to me.
this is not a law
And then
firm.
y'all, so,
Hey, man, you've been super cool.
We're on the other side. Hey, man. Hey, stay with me, man. Stay with me. I need this.
Before the officer was thrown from the vehicle, he fired 2 shots into Ricky's chest, causing him to lose consciousness and crash into a nearby wall. He would be pronounced dead when paramedics arrived on scene, and the passenger was then transported to the hospital with minor injuries. While one can expect such an outcome from a desperate suspect, the next officer had no idea what was in store for him during a seemingly normal traffic stop. On March the 18th of 2016, a state trooper was executing a stop on the right shoulder of Highway 36. Winter had just come to an end, but the roads were still kind of icy, leading to what was almost a horrific tragedy. Simultaneously, the driver corrected themselves and the officer jumped out of the way, successfully avoiding a gruesome collision. Hopefully that officer will go about his duties a little more carefully from now on. There's no doubt the next officer will be watching his back after he nearly lost his leg during a police chase. On February the 16th of 2016, police were in hot pursuit of a 21-year-old driver who had fled from a traffic stop. Once in a clear area of the roadway, the lead officer tried to end the chase with a pit maneuver, but the outcome would not be quite what he had intended. The suspect left the vehicle in drive as he hopped out of the car, and as a result, one of the officers almost had their leg torn off when it rolled past his vehicle. Thankfully, though, he was all right, and the suspect would be taken into custody soon after. That officer had just narrowly escaped being injured, but the next officer was not able to avoid the danger and almost took a bullet to the head as a result. On April the 29th of 2023, officers responded to Winton Cemetery, where armed gang members were reportedly gathered, but upon spotting the police, they hopped into a vehicle and fled the scene. They then led officers on a short chase before crashing into a parked car, at which point 17-year-old Jonathan Diaz Duarte fled the vehicle on foot.
Merced 500 Lakeville.
Hey, stop! Stop now! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Mercy, Bible. Let me see your hands! Mercy, 5-1. We have 2 late girl ones running with the AR-15. Stop! Stop! You're getting a taser! Stop! Stop! Stop right there! Mercy, that 27-11 gunpoint. Stop right there! Stop! Drop the gun! Drop it!
When the suspect turned around, he fired a single shot at the officer's head, striking her in the ear. The officer quickly responded with several shots of her own, ultimately killing the young suspect. The remaining suspects were then taken into custody soon after. If you enjoyed this video, watch this one, and don't forget to subscribe.